Welcome back, Cougars. I'm going to be doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on your 8-3 notes. Remember, when doing this homework, you must show work. I won't accept a list of answers. So let's do this. I'm going to use, I have so many choices. I'm going to use, I guess, the square method, the Punnett square. 2p minus 4, 2p above the first box, minus 4 on the second. P minus 3, p minus 3. And if you want to put a 1 here, if that helps your brain see it, I say go for it. Let's do this. So we have 1 times 2 is 2. P times p is p squared. Ooh, that's rough. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4, but it's negative 4p. Negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 2 is 6p. Remember, we're multiplying to fill out our Punnett square here. A negative times a negative, ooh, positivo. And 3 times 4 is 12. 2p squared is the first part of my answer. He has the most p's. This area is my section of like terms. If you have 4 negative p's and you go back 6 more, let's see our number line here. So if we're at negative 4 and we go back 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, we're at negative 10p. And last but not least, we have that beautiful positive 12 constant. So there's our final answer with work shown. If this is the technique you want to use, you have to show this work. Thanks. Let's look at question number 6 on the notes. That's this guy. I'm going to use the cover technique. 4 times 5 is 20. X times x is x squared. So I did this, and then now I'm going to distribute over here. That's 16x. Now I'm going to move my finger and distribute here. I'm going to write it right under this because you know what I know? Like terms. Hello. And that's going to be 4 because 1 times 4 is 4. Now I'm just going to add going down. Cool. My final answer is 20x squared plus 21x plus 4. I hope that's what you got. If you didn't, go back, correct it, see where you made your mistake. Let's look at question number 7. Let's do our distribute technique. That's 3x squared because that's 3 times 1. X times x is x squared. 3x times negative 1. Ooh, be careful on that one. So we covered this and we shared through the process of multiplication. Now I'm going to move my finger here. That's negative 1x. And a negative times a negative is a positive. So we have 1, negative 4x, and 3x squared. So I have the first term, I have the second term, which is a 4, and the last term. And notice, in between each term, we have some kind of sign. So I should have 1, 2, 3 parts, and I should have the correct sign in between. Awesome. Let's look at question number 8. I need to erase here. Okay, question number 8. Here we go. And again, we're still on 8-3 notes. Question number 8 is v plus 5 and 3v minus 2. That's going to be 3v squared minus 2v plus 15v minus 10. I know the first term and the last term, nothing fancy's happening there. But in the middle, I do have to be careful because we have those common terms, those like terms. So negative 2, go forward 15, or you could think of it as 15 take away 2, plus 13v. Again, take a look at your final answer. You have 1, 2, 3 parts, and it's in proper order. Your work has been shown, and you have a sign in between each term. I'm looking for that, and I'm looking for the work. Awesome. Let's look at the next one. Question number 9. Here we go. Question number 9 is 3x plus 4 and 4x minus 1. Miller, how do you really do it when no one's watching? Thanks for asking. I do these two. I do the last two. I do the middles. The outer. So front, I multiply. Backs, I multiply. Middle, middle. And then now I do my final answer. So it's 12x squared plus 13x minus 4. Again, I really don't care what technique you use, as long as you have a technique that works for your brain, your kind of learning style. Just figure out what that is, practice. If you're getting the right answers, hey, then maybe you just found your style. I think that sounds pretty marvelous myself. Okay, last one. Question number 10. We have 4x minus 1, and we have 5x minus 4. Pick your own style. You like the Punnett square? That's a great one for kids who lose their negatives. You like the distribution because you're not a kid that loses your negatives? Great. You want a quicker style? That front, outer, inner, last is not a bad bet. But you got to pick what works for you. So I just did the front ones. I do the back ones. Negative times the negative is a positive, and 1 times 4 is 4. 20x squared in the front. And then I do the middle. And then I do the other middle. I used to call this happy face guy because it looks like the hair on his head, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And if he's smiling at the end, you probably did it right. You know, happy. Everyone's happy doing math. Who isn't? And my friends, you got it. Please do your 8-3 homework. Show all your work, or I'm not going to give you points because I've already given you the answers. I want to see that you can get the answer with showing work. Excellent work. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Kick some booty.